Hi everyone, today in Integrated Math 1, we're going to be going over Chapter 1, Lesson 1. So one thing that we want to remember is that there are a lot of ways to say things in math. For example, addition, we can say add, sum, together, more. That all means addition. Just like subtraction, we can say subtract, difference, minus, take away. These are all different ways to say it. We had different ways to say division, multiplication, equals as well, and even parentheses. But the new thing that we really want to focus on is those turnaround words. When they have the word than and from, or even less than, that means that it's going to be written in the reverse order. And we'll go over an example like that as well. Alright, so let's try example 1. Write a verbal expression for 4x plus 9. So, first of all, we see that we have an x. And x is just represented as a number, but we don't know what that number is yet. So, we're just going to remember it. We're going to leave it as a number when we translate it. And what's going on here is that there's a little multiplication. So we're going to say 4 times a number. And let's just do plus, we'll need to add whatever you want, and 9. Or we can write it a different way. Remember, there are multiple ways of saying things. I'm just going over 2 different ways right now. Or we can do, just like we said in the previous slide, where if we can write it backwards, as long as we use those clue words. So I'm going to start with 9, and it's going to be more than. The reason I can do it backwards is because of that than statement. And I'm going to say 4 times a number. And that's it. But remember, there are multiple ways of saying things. These are like the general ways, but you can also say times a different way, plus a different way, and things like that. So there are many variations, but this is the basis of it. Alright, so now let's write an algebraic expression for the difference of 12 and 2 times a number cubed. So when I see things like this, I like to put little notes for myself. When I see the word difference, kind of make a little note to myself, I box it, and I know difference means subtract. And it says difference of 12. Well, 12 is just the same thing. It's the number 12. And 2 times a number. Well, 2 times, just like it says, a number. So 2 times, and I'm just going to use x, could be any variable though. And notice it says cubed, so I know there's going to be a cube there. So what we want to do, because remember it does say difference, so I know I'm going to subtract these two. So 12 minus 2x cubed. And that's it. But notice we did not change the order because it didn't have those keywords like that than. Alright, so now let's go ahead and try evaluating 3 to the power 4. So I'm going to rewrite this over here. This little number is always known as the exponent. And this bigger number is known as the base. The exponent tells us how many times we're going to be multiplying the base to each other. So 3 to the power 4 is known as 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same as here. So I can see that 3 times 3 is 9, and I also have another one here. But remember, I'm still multiplying because I'm not done. So 3 to the 4th And 9 times 9 is 81. And that's your answer.